Our 10th anniversary was supposed to be a milestone, a celebration of a decade of love and shared memories. We had plans. A reservation at that fancy restaurant downtown, the one we'd been saving for. I got dressed up, bought her favorite flowers, and waited, and waited. An hour passed, then two. Finally, a text came through. So sorry, something urgent came up at work. Rain check. My heart sank. Work on our anniversary? It didn't feel right. I tried calling, but it went straight to voicemail. A knot of unease tightened in my stomach. I spent our anniversary alone, staring at the flowers. The uneaten cake on the counter, a bitter reminder of the celebration that never was. The next few days were strained. She was distant, always on her phone, smiling at texts that weren't from me. When I'd ask who she was talking to, she'd just say, "Oh, just a colleague." But the way she guarded her phone, the way her eyes would dart away from mine, told a different story. The doubt was like a poison, slowly seeping into every corner of my mind. Was this all in my head? Was I being paranoid? I wanted to trust her, I really did. But the signs were all there, like little red flags I couldn't ignore. I decided I couldn't live with the uncertainty anymore. I had to know the truth, no matter how much it might hurt. One Friday afternoon, she told me she had a late-night work meeting, a big project deadline. It's the same excuse. This time, I didn't just sit at home and wonder. A friend had recently mentioned seeing her downtown during lunch with a man I didn't recognize. He said they looked pretty cozy. I didn't want to believe it, but I couldn't shake the image from my mind. So, with a heavy heart, I decided to follow her. I felt like a character in a cheap spy movie, tailing my own wife's car through the city streets. My hands were clammy on the steering wheel, my heart pounding against my ribs. She didn't drive towards her office building. Instead, she headed for a part of town known for its upscale hotels. She pulled into the parking garage of the Grand Vista. I parked a few rows away, my breath caught in my throat. I watched as she got out of her car, looking around nervously, before walking toward the lobby entrance. A few minutes later, another car pulled up. A man got out. He was tall, well-dressed, and he greeted her with a smile that felt way too familiar. He hugged, and then he put his arm around her as they walked into the hotel together. I just sat there, frozen in my car, watching them disappear through the glass doors. The world around me seemed to fade away. The sounds of the city, the hum of my car's engine, it all went silent. There was only the image of them walking into that hotel burned into my mind. The betrayal was a physical blow, knocking the air from my lungs. Every shared laugh, every promise, every "I love you," suddenly felt like a lie. I don't know how long I sat there, just staring at the hotel entrance. It could have been minutes or an hour. Time had lost all meaning. All I could think about was the woman I loved, the life we had built, crumbling to dust right before my eyes. Should I go in? Confront them? Make a scene? The thought of it made me sick. What would I even say? My mind was a chaotic storm of anger, hurt, and utter disbelief. I drove home in a daze. Our house, once a sanctuary of warmth and love, now felt cold and empty, like a museum of a life that no longer existed. Every photo on the wall, every little trinket we'd collected on our travels, seemed to mock me. The next morning, when she came home, she acted as if nothing had happened. She said the project was a success, and she was exhausted. I looked at her, really looked at her, and I saw a stranger. The trust, the very foundation of our marriage, was gone. I knew I couldn't pretend. I couldn't live a lie. I calmly told her that I knew where she'd been. I saw her walk into the hotel with him. The color drained from her face. The silence that followed was deafening. There were no more excuses, no more lies to hide behind. Just the cold, hard truth hanging between us. In that moment, I knew our marriage was over. It's a painful story to tell, but sometimes facing the truth is the only way to start healing. It's a long road, but it's one I have to walk. Thanks for listening to my story. If you've been through something similar, know that you're not alone. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories.